Welcome to the Wisdom Haven, where ancient wisdom meets modern growth. Today, we're exploring a universal truth that the Stoics mastered centuries ago. Confidence is not given, it is built. In a world that constantly tells you who you should be, finding confidence in who you are can feel like a battle. But the Stoics teach us that confidence is born from within, shaped by the habits we nurture every single day. Think about it. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up one day as Rome's most admired emperor. Seneca didn't gain his resilience overnight. Their confidence was forged through discipline, self-awareness, and intentional practice. And that's what today's video is all about. 12 powerful habits that will not only elevate your confidence, but also ground it in unshakable inner strength. But here's the catch. Confidence isn't built by thinking about it. It's built by living it. That's why, as we dive into these 12 habits, I'll share practical tips and strategies you can start using today. And trust me, habit number 12. It's the ultimate mindset shift the Stoics swore by, and it could change everything. So, if you're ready to stop doubting yourself, embrace your inner strength, and build a life rooted in confidence, stick with me. Let's not just talk about confidence, let's build it together. Welcome to the Wisdom Haven. Habit 1. Gratitude anchors the soul. Gratitude, for the Stoics, wasn't reserved for extraordinary moments. It was woven into every day. Seneca once said, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." But why gratitude? Because it reminds us that life itself is a gift. The breath we take, the warmth of the sun, even the challenges we face, all of it is an opportunity to live fully. When we practice gratitude, we begin to see the world not as something we're owed, but as something we've been entrusted with. This perspective doesn't just bring peace, it fuels resilience. It allows us to stand firm in the face of setbacks because we're rooted in what truly matters. Habit 2. Small steps lead to great heights. Gratitude grounds us. But how do we move forward? The Stoics believed in progress through small, deliberate actions. Epictetus often reminded his students that greatness isn't achieved overnight. He said, "No great thing is created suddenly. It must first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." In this, we see the power of what I call micro goals. By focusing on the smallest steps within our control, we build momentum. Each action is a seed planted with intention. And over time, these seeds grow into habits, character, and ultimately a life of purpose. The Stoics understood that the journey to mastery begins not with leaps, but with steady, measured strides. Habit 3. Reframe negative self-talk. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who began life as a slave, taught that it's not the events in our lives that disturb us, but our judgments about them. The same is true of how we speak to ourselves. When you stumble, does your mind say, "I always fail," or "I'll never be good enough"? That voice isn't truth, it's opinion. And the Stoics remind us that opinions can be challenged. Imagine this. Instead of, "I'm not good enough," you hear, "I'm learning." Instead of, "I've failed," you say, "This is a step in my growth." By seeing negative self-talk as just another perspective, you gain the power to choose a new one rooted in reality and resilience. Habit 4. Visualize success. The Stoics also understood the power of the mind to create not just obstacles, but pathways. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, often reflected on the future, not in fear, but in preparation. Visualization isn't about living in fantasy. It's about preparing for what's to come, shaping the path before you walk it. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a great challenge. Close your eyes and see the version of you who has already succeeded. Watch how they move, how they think, how they persist. In your mind, trace the steps they took to get there. This isn't daydreaming, it's a rehearsal. The Stoics believed that by imagining success, we prepare to meet the moment with clarity and purpose. Habit 5. Maintain good posture, not just as a physical adjustment, but as a reflection of a deeper truth, that how we stand is a mirror of how we face the world. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." But the Stoics also knew that the mind and body are inseparable. When you stand tall, shoulders back, head high, you're telling yourself, "I am ready, I am capable." Your posture becomes a declaration of inner strength. Think of a tree weathering a storm. Its strength lies in its upright stance, its rooted foundation. The Stoics believed we must be the same. Life's challenges will try to bend us, but our posture, physical and mental, determines whether we stand firm or break. Habit 6. Dress for success. When you look at yourself in the mirror each morning, what do you see? Do your clothes feel like armor, readying you for the battles of the day? Or do they feel like an afterthought, thrown together without much care? The Stoics taught us that even in the smallest actions there is meaning, and how we dress is no exception. Dressing for success is more than appearances. It's about intention. It's about how you prepare your mind for the world you're about to face. And in the Stoic tradition, this habit speaks to dignity, discipline, and respect. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire with humility, but he never neglected his appearance. Why? Because to the Stoics, the way we present ourselves reflects our inner state. Marcus understood that dressing well wasn't about impressing others. It was about aligning his external appearance with the seriousness and respect he brought to his role. Habit 7. Surround yourself with positive people. Have you ever noticed how the company you keep shapes your thoughts, your energy, even your view of the world? Imagine spending time with someone who constantly complains or dwells on the negative. It's as though their outlook begins to seep into your own. And yet, when you're with someone who inspires, who challenges you to rise above, you leave feeling uplifted and stronger. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus, one of Stoicism's greatest voices, warned us to be mindful of our associations, saying, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." Ask yourself, who are the mirrors in your life? Are they reflecting the best version of you or holding you back? Choose your company with intention, for the people you walk with today will shape the person you become tomorrow. Habit 8. Step out of your comfort zone regularly. Epictetus, born into slavery and forged by adversity, once said, "The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it." The Stoics believed that life's challenges were like the weights a wrestler trains with, not obstacles, but tools to make us stronger. To step out of your comfort zone is to deliberately choose those weights. It's a decision to embrace growth over ease. Habit 9. Keep learning and improving. The Stoics believed that how we present ourselves physically is deeply connected to our inner state. Today, let's explore two essential habits: maintaining good posture and dressing for success. Together, they form a foundation for living with dignity, purpose, and strength. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of Stoicism's greatest teachers, once said, "Difficulties are things that show a person who they are." The way we face those difficulties is often revealed in our posture. When life presses down on us, do we crumble or do we stand tall, ready to meet the challenge? Our posture reflects the state of our mind and strengthens it in return. Think about this. When you stand with your shoulders back and your head high, you're not just aligning your body, you're aligning your mindset. You're sending a message to yourself. I am here. I am capable. The Stoics taught us to carry ourselves with dignity, no matter the circumstances, because our bearing is a reflection of our inner strength. Habit 11. Prioritize self-care. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, once wrote, "The mind must be given relaxation. It will rise better and keener after a rest." For the Stoics, self-care wasn't about escaping life's challenges. It was about preparing for them. Rest, reflection, nourishment. These were seen as acts of strength, not weakness. How can we serve others or meet life's demands if we've neglected the very foundation of our being? The Stoics didn't separate care for the body, mind, and soul. Marcus Aurelius, even as emperor, would remind himself to guard his physical health, to seek solitude when needed, and to nurture his inner life. They saw self-care as an act of responsibility, not just to ourselves, but to those we serve and the world we inhabit. Habit 12. Act confident. It's something we all admire in others and often struggle to find within ourselves. Have you ever felt that surge of doubt right before a big decision or a critical moment, your mind whispering, "What if I'm not good enough?" The Stoics understood this feeling deeply, but they also knew something else. Confidence isn't about feeling invincible. It's about choosing to act with courage and composure, no matter how you feel inside. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Confidence, for the Stoics, wasn't about arrogance or bluster. It was about aligning your actions with your values. When you act with integrity and purpose, you have no reason to hesitate because you're standing on a foundation of truth. Habit 10. Celebrate your wins, big and small. Pause for a moment and think about the last time you accomplished something, big or small. Did you take the time to acknowledge it? Or did you brush it aside, already focused on the next task? In a world so obsessed with constant progress, we often forget to stop and recognize the steps we've taken along the way. The Stoics, who were known for their discipline and restraint, also understood the importance of celebrating victories. They saw each win, no matter how small, as a step toward becoming the person you strive to be. Today, let's talk about what it means to celebrate your wins the Stoic way. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic thinkers, wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." He wasn't just reminding himself of life's blessings. He was training his mind to recognize progress in the everyday. The Stoics saw every step forward, every win, as a reason to be grateful, not in pride, but in acknowledgement of effort and growth. We've explored 12 powerful habits that don't just build confidence, but transform the way you approach life itself. Each one is a reminder of what the Stoics knew so well. Confidence isn't a gift you wait for, nor a feeling that magically appears. It's a discipline, a way of living, forged in the choices we make every single day. But here's the real truth. Confidence is a journey, not a destination. It's built moment by moment, habit by habit, thought by thought. And when you practice these habits with intention, something remarkable happens. You stop seeking approval from the world because you found strength within yourself. At the Wisdom Haven, we believe that true confidence begins with wisdom, the kind that comes from self-reflection, resilience, and courage. If today's video resonated with you, let it be a starting point. Carry these habits with you and remember, the path to self-confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about showing up, time and time again, with purpose and conviction. Thank you for spending this time with me here at the Wisdom Haven. If you found value in this journey, share it with someone who needs a reminder of their own strength. And if you haven't already, join our community by subscribing. because the path to wisdom and self-mastery is one we walk together.